Hi, I'm Raquel from Fangirlish. Nice to meet you.
Hello,
Well,
Raquel.
How are you?
Good. How
good.
you doing?
I'm fine. Thank you. Well, my first question is what attracts you the most to this history and these characters? For the two of you.
Yeah, well, when I heard Barry Levinson, that's like a bucket list thing to get to work with somebody like that, and then David Kelly, and that's a good start, right?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And then you go through the process, Raquel, and it works out the way it did. We got the roles, and then you get the script. And I don't know about you, Mike. Well, there's really only one good answer to this, but I kept scrolling. I was reading the script like I was reading like a really, really, really good book. I couldn't stop reading it. I was so taken by the characters and by the storyline and by the way it gives you a portal into not only your main characters' lives, but the lives of the people that they're meeting. I'd never really read a script like that before. And so I was so glad that this particular audition worked out in the way that it did. Because, David E. Kelly and Barry Levinson, they kind of know what they're doing.
Mm. Yeah, and then and having source material, having it be a book, is always kind of a cool start too, because you're like, oh, okay, so this is kind of a proven thing here. So now it's just up to us to kind of, extend that universe further. And reading it, and this strange character, this detective, this Avraham, I was like, well, who is this guy and what are we going to do with it? And then I was like, well, who's playing this guy? And they're like, Jeff Wilbush. And I was like, that's the guy that played the bad guy in Unorthodox. And I was like, that was one of the greatest villains I've ever seen ever in anything. And I was like, he's going to be quarterback in this thing. Huh?
Creep me out.
Oh my God.
Unorthodox.
Ruthless. He was ruthless in that show.
Yeah.
And so when I found out he was going to be the lead, and then that was interesting. But then I still don't know what he was going to do, because Avraham is so mysterious, and watching it and seeing what he's done with it, I think we're just so lucky to have him at the front of this thing, because he's he's fascinating. He's fascinating.
And he's also a fabulous person. Like, he's fine. He's so good to be around. He's so good to be around.
Yeah, he's really great.
I was an answer. But my next question is, how would you describe your characters and their relationship with Avraham for the two of you?
I think Earl kind of came up with Avi and Avraham's kind of methodology of how he kind of extracts the truth from people is different than Earl's. I think Earl's a little more traditional, like in kind of what you're probably used to. But I think that they complement each other.
Yeah. And I think that that Captain Davies is very aware of Avraham's gifts and his unique approach to the work. And given that it is, wait for it, unorthodox, his approach, it means that sometimes it takes him too far down a path, and she has to rein him in. And she has to know when to do that. She has to know when she can give him line and when she has to, like reel him back in. It's a very delicate dance, and it's consistent negotiating between both those extremes. She loves him. She loves her squad, and she's fiercely loyal to them. And she just has to manage them.
Okay. Well, my last question is, what are you excited to people to see when they finally watch the show?
Something that they've never seen before. Because I always, you do the work, and I'm never quite sure what it's going to be when I'm inside of it. And now that I've got to watch some of it, I am so excited for it as an audience member. I'm mainly a TV watcher, right? So I hope that they feel what I feel, that humanity is on such wonderful and inexplicable, people are puzzles, display in this show. That's how this whole endeavor approaches these mysteries. And I've never seen that in TV before, that, you know, you have an investigative drama that is so character driven. And so I hope they're excited by that.
Okay, amazing answer. Well, thank you so much. It was amazing talking to you. Congrats for the show. And Karen, I absolutely love Schitt Creek. I have to say that.
Thank you. Me
Thank you
too.
so much. Bye.